WGN Sports.
October has arrived, and it is a gorgeous afternoon for game 162. Unfortunately, the Cubs are not done yet. The NL Central champions will go for the series sweep as they host the Cincinnati Reds. Great to have you with us for Cubs baseball here on WGN. Jim DeShays and Len Casper, and the Cubs have really saved their best for last here in 2017.
Yeah, maybe the oldest cliche in the game is it's a marathon, not a sprint. It certainly is that, but the Cubs showed that they had a big finishing kick here at the end of the marathon. They had a 2-game lead entering play on September 12th. Since then, they've gone 15-3, averaging better than 6 runs per game to lock things up in the NL Central.
Bullpen day today. Mike Montgomery will start for the Cubs. Right-hander Deck McGuire will make his Wrigley Field debut. Should be a lot of fun. Reds and Cubs will wrap up the regular season next. World Champion Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, America's other national pastime. This Bud's for you. Honda, great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. State Farm, here to help protect the things you've worked really hard for with home and auto insurance. Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Wendy's, choose a junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT in the 4 for $4 at participating locations for a limited time. First Midwest Bank, connect with a momentum maker today. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. And by Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. He can throw some haymakers too. He and Hunter Strickland went at it. Oh! Scrub. Jay and Baez are over there. The slide to and Baez are over there. The slide to catch. What a catch by Baez. Maybe a couple of more catches like that in Washington, D.C. this weekend. World Series champion Chicago Cubs baseball in sparkling high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. It's a Sunday, so a lot of young Cub fans getting an autographed baseball from their heroes at the various defensive positions. Yesterday, Ben Zobrist rode his bike to work in full uniform, stopped by a youth game along the way. Left-hander Mike Montgomery will face this Reds starting lineup, 67 and 94. They'll finish in last place in the Central. Hamilton, one stolen base behind D. Gordon for the major league lead. Cozart, he'd love to have a 3 in front of that batting average by day's end. Votto having an MVP type season. Duvall in left. Suarez at third. Scooter Gennett, career year, he's at second. Phillip Ervin plays right. And the battery, Barnhart and McGuire go 8 and 9.
Cubs defensively, this is how they'll start this afternoon, but there's going to be a lot of changes before the end of the day. It's Zobrist, Jay Hayward in the outfield. Bryant, Russell, Baez, Rizzo third to first. Alex Avila gets the starting assignment behind home plate today. And our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs starter is the left-hander Mike Montgomery. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. The card to carry through it all. Mike has pitched 43 times, 13 as a starter. Overall, he is 7-8 with a 3.45 ERA, 5-5 with a 4.34. When he gets the starting assignment, he'll probably go 3 innings here today. Expect to see John Lackey out of the pen today, and Rob Z and others.
Marty Foster, 18-year veteran from Denver, Colorado, makes his home in Wisconsin these days. John Tumpain is from here in Chicago. Mike Malinsky, Mike Winters on the bases. This is the last game to start. Kind of a neat change, although today it doesn't really matter because all of the playoff matchups are set. All the games beginning within about 20 minutes of each other. Billy Hamilton again. 59 steals, trailing D. Gordon by 1 as we start the ball game in ball 1.
Yeah, the starting times being all at approximately the same time, that was to take away an advantage of any West Coast teams that were in contention that could hold back a starting pitcher depending on the outcome of an earlier game. Give them an unfair edge, so baseball decided to do this last year or the year before.
1-1 on Hamilton. Big lefty fires, and it's a fastball outside. Time now for your game time conditions. They're brought to you by Fox Ford. Fox Ford, your downtown Chicago dealer. Check us out at foxfordchicago.com. 67 degrees. Russell to Rizzo for the out. Rizzo's got the short sleeves, which you rarely see. He's always got a long undershirt on, but not today. I think he's going commando under the jersey, isn't he?
He is.
Doing a Jake Arrieta bit today.
Yeah. Well, Joe said he was going to talk to his position players here, his starters, and see how many at-bats they wanted to get. So I'm guessing a couple ABs and done for most of these guys.
High on Zach Cozart, so if he gets a hit and gets to 300, you think Brian Price will take him out? Guessing that conversation's been had already about what the plan could be. Fouled off to the right, out of play.
Batting 300 is not the milestone it used to be, but still, it matters to guys. Billy Hamilton, who just batted, is 1 shy of D. Gordon for the league stolen base crown.
Anthony Rizzo did have a Miami Dolphins t-shirt on during pregame today, and did not go well for them against the Saints earlier this morning. 3-1 the count on Cozart. Grounds crew will conduct the stretch from the field today, as is the final home game custom. A fly to left, and the wind will push this way out of play.
Cozart set to be a free agent, having a big year. On base .387, slugging .552. He's hit 24 home runs. Good solid shortstop.
Fouled behind the plate. Montgomery got the final out of Game 7 of the World Series in Cleveland last November. A very valuable swing guy this season. Left field again and out of play.
Yeah, and the Cubs, if they have a long, deep playoff run this year, I figure Montgomery will play an important part with his versatility, the ability to give you some length out of the bullpen, also pitch in high leverage situations. Valuable because he's tough on both left and right-handed hitters. Gets a lot of balls on the ground.
There's a ball on the ground as Russell makes another play.
It's good when they follow the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you got a first and second situation with one out. You need a big double play. Montgomery might be the man for the job.
Now Joey Votto. As you see what Mike has done in both roles, you add up the innings, a new career high. So right now at 128 1/3 on the season.
It's funny, when Mike first joined the Cubs, I think pretty evident that he wanted to be a starting pitcher, and I think probably still that's what he would prefer to do. But I think he's also grown comfortable in this role. It's easy to push personal goals to the side when you're on a championship team and you got a shot for another one. Should be anyway. The Votto dip on the inside breaking ball.
So he's played every game this season. It's quite an accomplishment. He was the first Red in a non-strike year to play every game since Pete Rose back in 1975. Fair ball, and Rizzo's got it. Votto's out. As we take a look back at some great Cub moments here in 2017. Rizzo against the Cardinals back in July. Starting lineup, Rizzo leading off. He was so good at it in June. We'll have some numbers here in a second. Bryant. John Jay starting in the third spot in the order for the first time in his career. Zobrist, Russell, Avila in the middle. Hayward, Baez, Montgomery rounded out. And here we go. Rizzo, who hit 3 leadoff home runs as part of that great stretch. Fouls away against Deck McGuire, making his first career start against the Cubs. Rizzo 6 for 11, a walk, a hit by pitch, a double, and 3 home runs. 13 times leading off a ball game.
And he did then what he's doing now. He would come up there hacking. He was ambushing first pitch fastballs, having a lot of success with it.
Floated out in the shallow left. Duvall races in and makes the catch off his shoe tops. What a play by Adam Duvall to rob Rizzo of a leadoff hit.
Yeah, looked for a moment there that it would drop in for a base hit, but Duvall closes quickly. A little bit of a late break.
Now Chris Bryant against a big right-hander who has had a circuitous route to the big leagues. Boy, a lot of movement on that fastball at 93. Deck McGuire was taken 2 picks before Chris Sale was in a 2010 draft. Drafted by the Blue Jays out of Georgia Tech, and several organizations later he finally made it.
Yeah, he spent the better part of 4 years at AA in the Blue Jay organization.
It is foul. Foul ball.
So they finally gave up on him and he moved on to Oakland. This is his 5th different organization. First time in the big leagues. He's pitched 5 times. This is his 2nd start. He's 0-1. With a 4.15, spent the bulk of the season at AA Pensacola, where he was 9-9 with a 2.79.
If you're wondering, Deck is his middle name. His first name is William. Deck is his mom's maiden name. And I know you were wondering.
That's so Deck. That's a good breaking ball, but he got squeezed.
1-2 on Bryant.
Yeah,
Schwarber hit his 30th yesterday. KB'd love to do that today.
Yeah, he probably will. Although he might not get many chances.
And he strikes out here.
The Cubs have hit 34 home runs against Cincinnati pitching this year. Only the Yankees and the Brewers have hit more against any single opponent. The Yankees have hit 42 against Baltimore. Milwaukee's even been tougher on this Cincinnati club than the Cubs have. Milwaukee's hit 38 against the Reds. Not surprised that Yankee-Baltimore combination. What we know of the Yankees and what we saw of Baltimore's pitching staff.
John Jay hitting third. As I mentioned, he had never started a game batting in the 3rd position prior to today, so he has now hit in all 9 spots in his major league career.
Deck McGuire was the Virginia High School Player of the Year in 2007. He was All-State twice. Outstanding collegiate career at Georgia Tech, excuse me.
I want to make a correction to what I said about Joey Votto. He's the first Red to start every game of a non-strike year since Pete Rose in '75. So not just appear in 162, but to start all of them. 3 Reds previously had done it. Rose 3 times, Leo Cardenas and Vada Pinson prior to Votto this season. Two balls, two strikes to John Jay. Just got a piece of it.
The Play Everyday Club this year: Votto, Alcides Escobar, and Eric Hosmer of the Royals, Rougned Odor of the Rangers.
McGuire will handle this. And the Cubs, like the Reds, go 1-2-3 in the first. Our Mazda replay cam, Rene Rivera has been great at the plate since coming to the Cubs via a waiver claim from the Mets. September 2nd against the Braves, his first career grand slam. Taylor Davis is now playing first base. Quick exit for Anthony Rizzo. Duvall, who robbed Rizzo of a hit, takes ball one.
I feel like every time we talk about pitcher wins and losses, we always have to qualify the statement with, of course, they don't mean as much as they used to, or we don't perceive the value of the win. But Mike Montgomery's in a tough situation here today because he's only going to pitch 3 innings, so there's no way he can qualify for the win. So best case scenario for him is a no decision here today.
One and two on Duvall. 2 RBIs away from 100. Swing and a miss. Montgomery gets his first strikeout.
Folks, don't miss your chance to experience spring training at beautiful Sloan Park in Mesa, Arizona. Reserve your place in line by joining the spring training season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit sloanpark.com. Good changeup there from Monty to record the punch out of Duvall. Looks like they are noting that in their scorecard.
And strike on Suarez. One for 8 in the series. He committed an error on Friday. That will land fair. And it's a single for Suarez, 2 for 9 now. The error he made Friday was his first since July 2nd against the Cubs, snapping a 71 game errorless streak. So he's aboard with the first hit. Now Scooter Gennett. What a year he's put together. On the left field line, Zobrist over in the corner makes the play. That'll send Suarez back to first. Cubs fans, if you'd like to manage the game along with Joe Madden, log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner and connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and info while watching at home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer. Nice catch by Zobrist. And here's Phillip Ervin. Swing and a miss. So there are some things that could happen today that are interesting, but nothing about the playoffs.
Playoffs?
How about that?
Yeah.
The Brewers couldn't hold a 6-0 lead, lost in St. Louis yesterday. That clinched the NL #2 wild card for the Rockies. The American League East determined. The Red Sox are the champs. The Yankees are the top wild card in the AL. Ground ball foul.
Yeah, the Cardinals scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to come back and win that game, and then the Rockies went on to lose their game to the Dodgers. So had Milwaukee hung on, they still would have been alive, but none of that transpired. So not if the season ends today, but the season does end today, and these are the matchups.
Let's check out the American League playoff picture. Indians will wait for the Twins Yankees winner, and the Red Sox and Astros, who are playing today, will match up. First 2 games will be in Houston. Popped up by Irvin, shallow right, Hayward in, and he's got it. Nice work by Mike Montgomery in a scoreless tie early.
the Cubs blog at WGNTV.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side.
And Zobrist leading off the Cubs' second inning. 0 for 6 with a walk in the series. That's a strike. Joe will have a challenge, as we mentioned the other day, of figuring out who plays and who sits. Chatting with him before the game today, and you'll hear some of that conversation on instant replay tonight and on our first Cubs Nightly show tomorrow. It's a good problem to have, and he said whoever's not in the lineup makes for a pretty good bench. And Cubs Nightly will debut the 2017 version at 6:30 tomorrow night. Russell and Avila to follow. Zobrist hits it sky high to right. Easy play for Phillip Ervin. Now Russell, the shortstop, who had the game-turning home run Wednesday night in St. Louis as the Cubs came back and won the game, clinched the division. Ervin again.
Deja vu all over again.
Own a piece of Cubs history as part of the Cubs' ongoing effort to restore and modernize Wrigley Field. Several sections of seats have been or will be removed. These seats are now available to purchase in sets of 2. Visit Cubs.com/seat sale for more information. Avila, 3 walks on Friday. He has now reached base safely in 18 consecutive starts. Not sure how much he'll play in the postseason, but at the very least will be an important bat off the bench. Called strike. 5th playoff team for Alex, the other 4 with Detroit.
So he's got the been there, done that factor working for him. A good tough AB off the bench. He's patient. A lot of times the manager sends a pinch hitter up there, just say, give me a walk, just get on base.
Strike. His pre-pitch routine down pat. Love his walk-up music. Black Keys, right?
I haven't noticed. I'm really focused. What's in front of me here. Can you hum a few bars?
Can I hum a few bars? Well, generally a Black Keys song goes. Just outside, 3-2.
That's it. McGuire, 6'6", 220. He was a quarterback in high school. All 4 years he was the quarterback.
Driven out in the left center. Duvall stays on his feet this time. He's made a couple of nice grabs out there in left. Scoreless after 2.
Viewers, it's time for the Subway third inning triple play promotion. Text Subway to 97999 right now, and the 300th texter will win a $30 gift card to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway, so much sandwich.
What a day. Cubs looking for their 49th home victory.
Yeah, they've gotten pretty long odds if you picked the Cubs to win 93 ball games. As we rested over the All-Star break, but they have a chance to do that with a W here today.
John Jay now is in left. Hayward's in center. Zobrist in right. As Montgomery makes the play. Barnhart retired.
These guys are just having a ball today. Hey, Coach, I want to play right. Yeah, Zoe decided that yesterday was National Sandlot Baseball Day, so he put on his uni and rode his bike to the Little League field.
McGuire 0 for 1 to start his major league career. Swing and a miss.
Hey, batter, hey, batter, hey, batter.
Hamilton on deck. Here's a pitch.
Batter.
He did.
Always works.
Second strikeout for Montgomery. Cubs are introducing new game-changing premier experiences at Wrigley Field with seats owning prime views and access to an exclusive club and first-class amenities. These new premier experiences will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball in America's most majestic ballpark in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List. Hamilton can't steal first. He wants to steal second, but he hasn't reached yet. He's bounced out twice. Ryan Braun robbed by Jason Hayward back in late July. The home run. 0-0 from Wrigley Field. Farm, a winning combination. State Farm here to help life go right. Cubs have dominated the Cincinnati Reds here the last 3 seasons. Let's see, 40 and 16 and 30 out of 40. They'll win the season series at least, having won 12 games already here in 2017. Look at the starters ERA for the Reds.
Oof. Yeah, they've put some pretty good beatdowns on this Reds club.
No swing by Hayward. I mentioned Deck McGuire was a good high school quarterback. A deep run high school. One hopper to Votto and going to be close. McGuire beat him. A deep run high in Glen Allen, Virginia. That's near Richmond. There's Javier Baez.
Yeah,
it's John Lackey.
It's a cool name for school. Deep run. Not as good as the hometown of the kid that pitched yesterday, Lickskillet, Alabama.
The original name.
Yeah.
Baez swings and misses. One on the Cubs second baseman. StatCast is powered by AWS, as you see all the Reds align against Baez. Big leg kick in the pitch and a laser out into the alley. That will bang off the bricks, and it's going to be a long single as a result.
Can't hit a ball much harder than that. It gets any elevation. He's jogging around the bases. Got out there in a hurry, was well played, so he has to settle in at first base. And at this stage of the game, there's no need to push things.
Mike Montgomery coming to the plate. He homered off R.A. Dickey back in July at the new ballpark in Atlanta.
It's a beautiful ball game that day too.
He crushed it. .113 miles an hour off the bat of Javier Baez on that single. Ground ball the other way, dropped by Suarez. He'll throw to first, threw that away. Well, we mentioned a long errorless streak snapped on Friday, and another one here. That's that tricky ball hit by a lefty to third that you talk about.
Yeah, it seems like it's the toughest play for a third baseman to make. A ball on the ground from a left-handed hitter. One, don't anticipate it. Two, it's just a little bit of a funky read for him. Looked like he still might have time to recover and make the play, but he wasn't able to step into the throw, and because of that, it sailed on him.
We got 2 errors.
Yeah,
two for the price of 1.
The mishandle 1, and then the throw allowing Javi to go to third.
So they're at the corners for Davis. Came into play first base in the second inning for Anthony Rizzo. Taylor takes low and outside as we check in on our Lexus Run Predictor, brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Reds will play a double play depth in the middle. Pitch popped up. Jeanette battling the sun, makes the grab, 2 down. Update our Lexus run predictor now with 2 outs. And a 35% chance based on what the Cubs have done so far this season. Kind of hoping he could hit 300 this year. He came in at 296, struck out in the first. Nothing. Bottom 3. Final game of the year. It will just get away from Barnhart, but no advancement. Division series starts Friday in Washington. Friday, Saturday, 1 and 2. Travel day Sunday. Game 3 a week from tomorrow here at Wrigley Field. A week from Tuesday, game 4 if necessary.
See, Max Scherzer had to come out of his start yesterday, a little bit of a cramp or a tweak to a hamstring.
I guess today they basically said it's no big deal. Fouled off to the right. Anthony Rendon is had a 3-run homer, his 25th. He's in triple digits in RBIs. It is a formidable offense. And we don't know how healthy Bryce Harper will be. And no Adam Eaton. He injured his knee early in the season. Looks like Terry Collins will resign as the Mets manager after the game today. Ken Rosenthal reporting that. And will stay on with the Mets in a front office position. Irvin makes the catch. The Cubs strand a couple. We go to the 4th. Cubs nothing, Reds nothing. Kings. Cubs went 19-9, best NL record in the month. Over 5 runs per game, third in the NL. Starters ERA 3.5, and caught the ball as well. This will be as Tommy La Stella plays second base. The first relief appearance in the regular season for John Lackey since 2004 with the Angels. And a slider for a strike on Zach Cozart.
Been a real good second half for John Lackey. A strong finish overall, 12-11 record. So this may be an indication of what the Cubs have in mind for Lackey in the postseason. Arrieta and Quintana set to throw simulated games on Wednesday. Nothing has been announced, but it kind of looks like Lester Hendricks or Hendricks Lester in the first 2 games. Friday and Saturday. Game 5, if there were a game 5, would be the following Thursday. So the game 2 starter could pitch game 5 on regular rest if need be.
Popped up over in foul territory. Avila and Davis come up short.
Just did a nice little tribute here between innings on the big board to Bronson Arroyo, who announced his retirement recently.
He hasn't pitched in a while. Basically not much left in terms of his pitching arm. After traveling with the Reds here to Wrigley Field one last time. Balls, 2 strikes to Cozart. Make it 3-2. Yeah. Future in terms of next year, very much up in the air for these 2 guys. Will John Lackey pitch again after 2017, and where will Cozart land? All to be determined.
Yeah, a good solid player. I don't know, really explored the potential shortstop market. The Reds will need one. Maybe he'll end up back with Cincinnati.
Called strike 3.
Your breakout MLB season is on Nintendo Switch. RBI Baseball 2017 is filled with fast-paced, pick up and play MLB action packed with all your favorite MLB teams, players, ballparks, and much more. Get RBI Baseball today for Nintendo Switch. Learn more today at RBIGame.com. Exclamation point.
Otto grounded out in the first. He has reached base a major league best.
If, judging by
19 times.
Excuse me, Len. Judging by John Lester's comments in St. Louis the other night, John Lackey's going to hang it up.
It's his guess. He says he doesn't know for sure. A bullet fair, 320th reach for Votto. Well, he is a hitting machine.
He is.
And he is our first Midwest Bank momentum maker. First Midwest Bank Connect with a momentum maker today.
OPS of 1,000 or better is elite. Just a handful of guys each year do that. It gives you an idea how consistent he has been.
Strike one on Duvall. So he says Marty Foster.
The 1,000 plus OPS club this year in Major League Baseball: Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Mr. Votto, Giancarlo Stanton, Charlie Blackmon. Pending the outcome of today's action, of course.
Awkward swing that time by Duvall. So Rocky has the advantage. Richard Justice with a nice note. Aaron Judge will be the first player to lead his league in homers, walks, and strikeouts since, any guesses?
Homers, walks, and strikeouts.
Yeah. I'll give you the year, 1985. He was a National League player. The last American League player to do it, Mickey Mantle, in 1958. What do we have, a balk?
Yeah, I've got a balk. Homers, walks, and strikeouts. Jack Clark.
Nope. Infield in.
1985.
Not a Hall of Famer. Some think he should have been. It's high.
Dale Murphy.
Dale Murphy, yeah. What was the balk? I was.
It was.
Not come to a complete stop.
I think so, yeah.
John does tend to work quickly, even from the stretch.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Ground ball, and the Reds will take the lead. Duvall, it's his 99th RBI of the year, back-to-back doubles. And the Reds lead 1-0.
Good effort by Chris, but pretty well struck.
On a note to Suarez.
Cincinnati 6th in the National League in runs scored this year. Let me double check that.
Out. So Godspeed, Bronson Arroyo. You can play your guitar, travel, just enjoy life. Love that leg kick.
Good hair, good leg kick.
Yeah.
Stylish delivery.
One of the nicest guys around. Long major league career, and pitched a ton against the Cubs and in this ballpark.
Reds are 8th in the league in runs scored.
Lined and dropped by Russell as he recovers. Tag applied by Davis for the out. 2 outs in the inning.
Red's getting some really good swings here. This ball stung as well. Russell has it go off the end of his glove, but able to recover in time. Can find the bag, so he applies the tag. Well done.
Jeanette pops it up, shallow left. Russell telling Jay, I've got it, but Jones got a better angle on it. Lackey gives up a run on back-to-back doubles. It's 1-0 Reds in the 4th.
The bottom of the 4th, and the 4th inning is brought to you by Wendy's. Choose a junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT in the 4 for $4 at participating Wendy's for a limited time. Declan McGuire stringing bagels so far as the Cubs bat here in the 4th, down 1-0. Chief Justice bounced back to McGuire his first time up in the bottom of the 1st.
Fly ball pretty well hit, but Hamilton will make the grab, and let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Number 18, Great to have you with us for game 162. Reds and Cubs. A beautiful autumn day, the first day of October.
This is the anniversary of the Babe Ruth called shot game here in the 1932 World Series. Gives you an idea of how the baseball calendar has changed. We're finishing up the regular season here today.
So what, 85 years ago?
1932, yeah. 5th inning of game 3 of the series. Bambino either did or did not point towards the bleachers and then deliver the home run. Getting severely razzed by the Cubs in the dugout. One of 2 he hit that day. Lou Gehrig also hit a pair. You may know him better as Larapin Lou.
It's full on Zobrist. Line to right. Tovado. Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Members FDIC. One to Russell. One hit for the Cubs. That was a Baez single in the third. It was a ball that he hit off the wall in left center. The Reds dugout and
it will be interesting, and it would be interesting because I don't think we'll be able to do it. But if you could get compile the information for the home plate umpire strike zone here today. Traditionally, the last day of the year, that zone gets awfully big, and the games are played at a fairly quick pace, unless there's something on the line. But back in the day, there wasn't all the technology, and umpires didn't get graded on their ball strike calls. The way they do now, because a lot of stories about back in the day. I remember Doug Harvey. We were finishing up one year in Cincinnati, and we had a young pitcher, maybe Dennis, I believe his name was. And Doug walked out to the mound at the start of the game, in the bottom of the first inning, to hand him the ball, and he said, "Work with me, kid." And like his first fastball was a foot outside, and Doug called it a strike. It was kind of like wink, wink, nod, nod, and here we go.
Russell is out. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that strike zone today. 1-0 Reds after 4. Kelly home field fact. Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Today is the Cubs' first regular season October home game since 2012. Just the fifth season with an October home game in the last 20 years. That's regular season. We've got more changes. Expect them to continue throughout the afternoon. Zobrist is headed back to left. Almora is now in right. Freeman short. Happ third. Rob Z on the mound.
Well, Rob ought to be fresh. He has not pitched since September 9th. Only appeared in 3 games with the Cubs this year.
Hit a ton by Irvin, and it is hooking foul. Out on the Waveland.
Well, if you're keeping a scorecard at home today, you probably shouldn't be. You're going to drive yourself crazy. Z-Man is in the 5 spot in the batting order. Estella 8, Happ 9. Almora 2.
I got it. Good to go. This should get down for a hit, and it will. And Irvin is aboard, a 3-1 single. Register for the chance to purchase 2017 postseason tickets for potential games here at Wrigley Field. Go to Cubs.com/postseason to register and learn more about this postseason ticket purchase opportunity. The registration period for the NLCS ends at noon Thursday, October 5th. Ground ball fair for Barnhart. Irvin on his way to third. It's a double for Tucker Barnhart. Bring up the pitcher, McGuire.
I'm talking with Joe before the game today. He said 3 for Montgomery, 1 for Lackey, then bring in Rob Z, see how things went. Trying to get a couple out of him. He also has Dylan Maples, Jen-Ho Sang, Felix Pena.
Montgomery can make some contact here. He's got a chance to drive in his first major league run. He can help his own cause. Pitchers like to do that. Aaron Wilkerson of the Brewers, perfect through 5 in St. Louis.
Yeah, didn't Henderson Alvarez throw a no-hitter final day of the year?
Final day of the year, and it
ago?
happened as his team got a hit to win the game in the bottom of the 9th. So he had no hit. I believe the Tigers threw 9. A 1-2 pitch. See, now that should be a strike. What I was going to say is your comment about umpires back in the day. Yeah, I think it's changed.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think umpires really can change how they work depending on whether the game matters or not. Because in your scenario, 1985, that would have been called strike 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it
Doug
actually
Harvey
should have been
back there. Yeah, it should have been anyway.
Right.
Yeah, and that's one of the arguments against the automated strike zone, that certain situations, I think everybody on both sides would be on board with an expanded strike zone late in the game in a blowout situation, final day of the season like this.
Well, there's the RBIs. McGuire does make good contact as he grounds out to Freeman. Irvin scores. It's 2-0 Reds.
Having said that, I think that's a trade-off a lot of people would accept. an automated strike zone that, if it were, much more accurate than what we get from the human eye today.
Yeah, I'd be for it. Here's Hamilton. For the third time, he's grounded out twice. D. Gordon batting ninth behind the pitcher today for the Marlins. It was 0 for 1. Giancarlo Stanton leading off as he seeks home run number 60. He is 1 for 2 with a single that left the bat at over 122 miles per hour, the hardest base hit logged in StatCast history. How about that?
So he's clearly trying. He's swinging hard.
Charlie Blackmon's going to win the batting title in the NL. The Rockies now with 11 batting champs in the 25-year franchise history. Well, in golf, they talk about the leaderboard, right? He made the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Chance to tie Ruth in 27. Popped up by Hamilton. It's Davis to make the catch. 2 outs.
Clark, the official mascot of the Cubs, can be part of your next celebration, from birthday parties and corporate outings to wedding receptions and charity events. Invite Clark. Visit Cubs.com/kids for more information on bringing Clark to your event. Batting title non-Rocky division would be a tight one. Justin Turner hitting .321, Daniel Murphy .320, Votto. Well, it's got to be .320 now, right? 1 out of 2 today.
You are anti-Rocky. There's always a little tinge of disgust as a former pitcher and talking about the Rockies' offensive numbers.
I'm not anti-Rocky. I'm a Rocky truist. Coors Field is a huge advantage to hitters, and it has to be considered when evaluating these offensive numbers.
1-1 to Cozart. Jose Altuve will win the Major League batting crown. He went into today's action at .347.
Likewise, I think Rocky pitchers get short shrift. People forget to consider their home environment. And again, Charlie Blackmon's a really good player, and he'd be a really good player no matter where he played. But he's batting .391 at home this year, .276 on the road.
It's always a but. Two and 1 on Cozart. Rob Zastryzny is the second Major League player ever with a surname starting with Z-A-S. Jeff Zazke, right-handed pitcher, made 3 appearances with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1984. Well, maybe we'll see the Rockies later on in the playoffs. I'm interested in chatting with our friend Buddy Black about managing there, his first full season there, and the different challenges. Cozart strikes out. Reds lead 2-0 in the 5th. Fan cam a little later. We normally solicit Cubs selfies, but today, and you can obviously visit hashtag Bud Fridays, we are featuring selfies of our great WGN crew members. And thanks for another wonderful Cubs season, 2017 in the books. And still yet another chapter to be written here in the month of October. Alex Avila takes ball one. Reds lead 2-0. Cubs have won 4 in a row. 46-29 against the NL Central. By far the best intra-division record among the group. And a big reason why they've got a 7-game lead with 1 to go. Avila grounds out. He just carried his bat all the way
very
first.
thoughtful. Yeah, going to save the bat boy a few steps.
Hayward 0 for 1. Quality baby. Swing and a miss. What are your thoughts on Deck McGuire so far?
Well, you know, it's always hard to evaluate a game like this. It kind of has a spring training-ish feel to it in terms of the level of engagement for the Cub hitters, but I would say pretty darn good.
Hamilton almost caught it. Hayward with a base hit. Hamilton covered a lot of ground. Just couldn't get there, so Jason aboard with a 1-out single.
They're out there in the Bermuda Triangle. Hamilton had the best shot at it. With his speed, that's almost always the case on those tweeners, but obviously couldn't get there in time. Yeah, you always wonder about a guy like McGuire. First-round pick, obviously considered a top prospect when he first signed. I think he had a $2 million signing bonus back in the day. Never was able to figure it out, and now he's getting his first shot at the big leagues at the age of 28. Got to root for a guy like that.
Tommy La Stella.
There's
ball 1.
You know, it's not a real clean delivery, so that may lead to some command issues. Maybe that's been the issue. He came up through the minor league system. A couple of years there where he got hit really hard. Probably just too many mistakes over the middle of the plate, but you know, his stuff is good enough. Velocity's fine.
Ian Happ on deck. Tommy La Stella yesterday had a 17-pitch at bat against Asher Wojciechowski. It ended in a called strike 3, but it was pretty epic. Oh, he pummels one to right. And it's going to be caught. Hit hard, but 4 and out as Irvin gets it on the warning track. Stay tuned for today's 7th inning stretch. Singers, a Wrigley Field grounds crew, will conduct from the field. Brought to you by Budweiser. Still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. Happ, who hit the dramatic home run Friday late, flies out deep to Hamilton. Cubs leave 1. 5 in the books. It's Cincinnati 2 and the Cubs nothing. Ticket time high-speed replay powered by Xfinity. Let's go all the way back to April. The Cubs putting up the pennant flags. The trophy arriving. Those really cool uniforms with the gold-plated numerals and nameplates. And then the ring ceremony a couple of days later. The Giga Time high-speed replays powered by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. Joey Votto rolls to first. Davis will take it unassisted. 1 out, 6th inning. 2-0 Reds.
Ben Zobrist is back in right field.
He's not going to pull an Andrew Romine, but he playing all the corners. Romine played all 9 positions for Detroit last night. 5th player ever to do that.
Yeah, Brad Ausmus, the manager of the Tigers, will not be back next year. Brad Ausmus played with Shane Halter when he did it in 2000. And so apparently he and Romine had talked about it a little bit over the last couple of years. And I said, yeah, let's go for it. There's a chance of rain today. It was going to happen today, but there was a chance of rain, so they moved it up, did it yesterday, and good for Brad sticking to his guns, because it was a 3-2 ball game when Romine pitched. He pitched just to 1 batter, I believe.
Line to left. And 1 hops the wall. So Duvall, who's 1 RBI away from 100, just missed a home run by a few feet.
The 6th inning is brought to you by Meyer True Chicago fans. Hello, everybody in the park. Hello in the park. Can you hear me? Jump up and down if you can hear me in the park. Oh, it's my favorite part. Simon says hop on 1 foot. Good work. We'll be back with you later. Try to hold that as long as you can.
They can stop because Simon didn't say. In the dirt on Suarez.
Got a new catcher.
Victor Caratini now catching.
Been a while since he's been back there.
Rob Zastryzny gave up a run in the 5th. Montgomery went 3. John Lackey with just the 2nd relief appearance of his regular season major league career gave up a run. Suarez swings and misses. Look, we don't know if John Lackey will pitch again in 2018, but if he is going to hang it up after this postseason run, what a career it's been among active pitchers. Top 3 in starts, wins, and innings.
John debuted with the Angels way back in 2002. Remarkably consistent career, year in and year out. 12, 14, 15, 19 wins, lifetime ERA of 3.92.
The big win in Game 7 against the Giants his rookie year, 0-2. To win the World Series 2013 with Boston. Got a ring last year with the Cubs. John Lackey has made 23 postseason starts and has been really good. in the dirt, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, being a lifelong National Leaguer myself, pretty much, certainly as a broadcaster, I did not have an appreciation for how good a pitcher John Lackey was. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the American League all those years.
3-2. Back of first and a base hit. Zobrist will pick it up as Duvall will advance to third.
Well, Suarez hit a bullet last time off the glove of Addison Russell and ended up throwing him out. This time, weak contact, but it turns into a knock.
Field back. Jeanette looks at a strike.
Scooter this year became the 18th player in Major League history to hit 4 home runs in a ball game.
Base hit to right. 3 consecutive 1-out hits. Duvall will score. Jeanette grabs his 97th RBI. One and 0 on Irvin. Paid crowd today 40,971. $3,199,000 plus for the 81 home dates. Lined out, safe at second. So Irvin is out. 2 away. Don't miss your first chance to secure 2018 tickets. This is your opportunity to get tickets to the must-have matchups for the 2018 regular season or coordinate a group outing for any occasion. Visit Cubs.com/deposits for more information today. 4th highest total here at Wrigley Field. $3,199,562. Chad Wallach, pinch hitter for Barnhart.
Strisny turned 25 back in March. He had a cup of coffee with the Cubs last year. Pitched 8 times, 1 start. He was effective. Second-round pick out of Missouri.
That's a strike on the outside. 1-2.
I think he would come into spring training next year with a chance to compete, maybe for a 5th starter spot.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. A run on 3 hits, and the Reds now lead 3-0.
Baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, pursuing the American dream since 1876. This Bud's for you.
More changes, and we'll get to most of them. Hopefully all of them. That's the goal. 3-0 Cincinnati, bottom of the 6th.
Hope those kids in the park still aren't all hopping on one foot.
This is Luke Farrell, the son of Red Sox manager John Farrell. He got to pitch in front of his dad recently against the Red Sox. Wallach stays in and catches. Looks like Zach Vinci, who got his first major league hit yesterday, is now playing short.
So we got a theme here with this battery. Two sons of major league dads.
Yeah.
Taylor Davis's godfather is Billy Dorn, longtime major league player.
And he sends a pop fly into short left, and Duvall will come in and make the play.
Happy 14th birthday to Nathan Schramm, celebrating here at the ballpark today with his parents and his cousin. John Alsinger is here. He wants to wish Jean a happy birthday. He says her age, but then says, but you don't have to say that, so I won't. Happy birthday, Jean.
One strike on Almora. I didn't know that note about Taylor Davis.
Billy D, yeah.
Oh, that's a good note. So Farrell wears 52. That's what his dad John wore as a player. 9th inning of a 5-0 loss against Boston last weekend. Luke became the first major league player to appear in a game against his manager father since Moises Alou of the Cubs faced Felipe's Giants back in 2004. And it was the first time ever a pitcher pitched against a team managed by his father. Pretty neat.
Yeah, and that's gotta be anxious moments for the dad, right? The guys you manage are out there trying to beat up on your kid. It's no fun.
1-2 on Almora, who yesterday in a bench roll returned from his right shoulder. He grounds out. Cubs Charities is devoted to improving the lives of children and families across Chicago and beyond through investments in recreational programs and quality nonprofits, development of playing fields, and support for community initiatives. Cubs Charities helps fulfill a commitment to be the best in the game on and off the field. For more information, visit cubscharities.org. Mike Freeman with 2 outs. We have a few innings left, JD. If you have something to get off your mind, you better do it fast. You're going to have to wait till
next year,
early March, whenever our next telecast is.
Well, let's see. We can go on a rant against September rosters. We can talk about pace of play, but I'd say let's just value the experience on a lovely fall day here at Wrigley. As we anticipate this postseason.
Down the left field line. And it's just foul.
Already taken the Rockies to task for their hitter-friendly ballpark. The past comment on Adam Duvall's mustache. Leave that alone. The Andel or Andel family is here in memory of Joe. Joe Andel is a lifelong Cub fan. He was at Jackie Robinson's first game here at Wrigley. A lot of folks out here taking in the final regular season game. What do you got, Len? You got any bees in the bonnet?
No, not really. I'm kind of looking forward to the Cubs being not necessarily in the position they were in 2 years ago going into the wild card game when they were the young upstart, arrived a year early Cubs. But they're certainly not the team everybody wants to knock off. They're on paper going to be the underdog, and I kind of like that position. I think the Cubs do too. More on that later. 3-0 Reds after 6. For our Bud Fan Cam, brought to you by Bud Fridays. The Strokes someday, our final Fan Cam segment of the season, brought to you by Budweiser. And thanks again to our hard-working WGN home crew. Patrick Kiblahan, a pinch hitter, bounces out on the first pitch from Felix Pena here in the 7th inning.
I'd also like to thank those of you who don't work quite as hard. You know who you are.
Here's Hamilton for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3.
And we had this discussion yesterday. If the goal was to get Billy Hamilton the stolen base crown, would you be better off starting him or waiting until somebody reached base and then using him as a pinch runner?
Steal 2 or whatever.
Yeah, and then insert him in the game early so he'd at least have that one opportunity where he made sure he was on base. It may have been presented to him. He may have said, no, that would feel like backing into it. I want to go out there and earn it. I'm not sure if that discussion took place. I don't know if it's a priority for Brian Price or not.
1-2. Issue for Hamilton continues to be getting on base. OBP of .299 this season. It's not where he wants to live. In the air as Almora makes the catch.
No food up there. We got a nice note from Maryland Leveling. Watches all the games in southeast Iowa. And she wants to congratulate us for another good year, and the camera people for the good work they do, keeping them. She feels like they're right in the game.
Good note. Vincey Fowles, he notched his first big league hit. Outside, the Wrigley Field grounds crew will conduct the stretch coming up. From the field. Some changes coming in Kansas City, right? That core group of position players. A bunch of guys becoming free agents.
Yeah, Lorenzo Cain,
Hosmer.
Is Hosmer?
Swing and a miss. And it is now time for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Budweiser.
Today's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game from down on the field, the Wrigley Field grounds crew.
Thank you for a beautiful season here at Wrigley Field. Are you ready for Cuptober? On 1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for its root. Root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball
Nothing. Cubs will bat here in the 7th inning. It's Wandy Peralta, left-hander. '69th appearance. He's had a busy season.
Yeah, he's a good one. Throws hard, has a good changeup. Reds came into this game with a team ERA of 5.19, tied for the worst in franchise history. Well, pitching shutout ball here today.
2004.
Yeah, last year the big issue was the pen. This year the starters, and they've used a bunch. 16 different starters, 31 different pitchers.
Joey Votto's going to finish his game. Why not, right? He's started every game. He's played all but 37 innings at first base this season.
Got all winter to rest.
Exactly. Zobrist strikes out. Fourth drive of the game actually happened in August against the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Lester off a lefty, no less, to the opposite field, no less. First major league home run.
That really got him dancing out in the bullpen, and curtain call. Why not? Great moment for John.
Pitcher Pena batting. That is foul right near the plate.
Want to have a Pena off?
Go.
Tony.
Alejandro.
Oh, that was my next one. Carlos.
We already did this.
I think we did.
Because I did Tony Jr. and you said it didn't count.
Yeah. There's a lot of things we do over and over again.
We could do a Peralta off. Felix strikes out. Go ahead.
Willie.
Johnny.
Wandy.
Joel. Here's Kyle Schwarber.
Ed. I don't know.
I think I win.
I'm out of Peralta's.
Schwarber yesterday with a booming home run, his 30th of the year, and with that home run the Cubs now have two left-handed batters, Rizzo and Schwarber, each with 30 home runs. First time in franchise history in a single season. He grounds out. We go to the 8th. Still 3-zip Reds.
Welcome back, everybody. We're now going to a little segment we call JD Says. Hi, everybody in the park. Simon says, jump up and down. Simon says, hop on 1 foot. Simon says, here comes a pitch. Simon says, move from one side of the park to the other like you're walking on hot coals. All right.
Where was that one, Marty Foster?
Have fun out there, you guys.
3-0 Reds. Gotta get you one of those microphones.
The Gene Rayburn special?
Yes. And Ian Happ and Tommy LaStella can borrow it. Their post-home run interviews in the dugout.
I see where the Yankees picked up on that shtick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm doing it too.
Imitation is
the
highest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
Fouled away. By the way, we had our Ford drive of the game. Wanted to tell you, Ford inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Thanks to Ford for all its support of Cubs baseball here on WGN. Two from Pena. 3-2. Cubs and Nationals, best of 5, starting Friday in D.C. Fly ball well hit. Almora tracking, be careful, and it's at the base of the wall, and it looked like Albert realized cannot run into the wall, and he's pointing up to the heavens. As remember what happened to him in St. Louis. He tripped and ran hard into the wall. And came up a little short this time, and that's the right play.
Yeah, discretion the better part of valor, and this ball's right off the base of the wall there. Had he not started to slow down, there was a chance he was going to run headlong into that wall again.
So Votto will end his season on that note. Scott Schebler will run for him.
One chance for Duvall to pick up his 100th RBI on the year. Got one earlier. He's sitting on 99.
There we go. So smart move by Brian Price. The faster guy out there. Try to help out your cleanup man, get his 100th. 1-1.
That's prime RBI slot, isn't it? Hitting behind Joey Votto as much as he's on base.
Mentioned earlier the Cubs going into this postseason, I think viewed just a little differently than last year when they were basically a wire-to-wire best team in baseball. The third seed in the NL. They didn't have the great start like the Dodgers did. They didn't have the great winning streak like the Indians did. But in the second half, they had the best record in the NL, 49-24. They were 2 under going into the break. But I would characterize the Cubs as the team kind of nobody wants to play.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're the defending champions, and they have a lot of versatility. The interesting thing is, how every year around this time there'll be story in the newspaper, well, they'll do the tail of the tape and they'll put the little check mark next to, you know, lineup, rotation, bullpen, defense. You know, most of those check marks are going to end up on the Washington side of the ledger, right?
He got him. So no RBI for Duvall. Let's take a look back at an inside the park home run. Javier Baez in San Francisco. That weird bounce near the 421 marker.
Joe Posnanski recently did a, I don't know if it was a Twitter poll or survey somehow, what he called the funnest player in baseball. And that guy right there was deemed to be the funnest. He was the funnest of them all.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Yeah, he's fun to watch play, isn't it? Even when he swings and misses, it's exciting.
1-0 on Suarez. High drive to center, but Almora camped underneath. Yeah, those bullpen acquisitions midseason by the Nationals, that when we saw them the second time here at Wrigley Field, that looked like a difference maker.
Yeah, so you know, like I said, a lot of those check marks are going to fall on the Washington side of the score sheet, so to speak. Doolittle and Matson in particular have been lights out. Kinsler had been closing games for the Twins.
Another way to look at it, you know, the Nationals could be the toughest opponent in the NL playoffs the Cubs face. So if you win a best-of-5 series, you feel really good about your chances getting back to the World Series.
And you know, the nature of the postseason is, you know, a lucky bounce here or there can prove to be the difference in a series.
How about a game? We got wild card games coming up, let alone a series. Twins, Yankees, Rockies, Diamondbacks. All right, JD. Take over.
How we doing out in the park? Everybody still going? Simon says, wave your hands over your head if you think the Cubs are going to win the World Series. More emphatically, please. Oh, I didn't say Simon says.
Great deals are waiting for you now at your local Honda dealer. Not a whole lot happening for the Cubs offense. A lot of moving parts in and out of the lineup today. Joey Votto finishing his stellar season with a 2-for-4 2-double afternoon. Bottom of the 8th, Victor Caratini will lead it off. New Reds hurler is Kevin Shackelford.
26th appearance for the right-hander, 485 earned run average. Second appearance in this series.
Shepler's now in right. Duvall has moved from left to first. Irvin out in left. I believe that's it for the most recent changes. Switch batter Caratini fouls away.
I just looking up some numbers here. We talked about Duvall being in a good spot hitting behind Votto. Adam Duvall does indeed lead the league in at bats with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, makes sense. Here's a pitch. It's inside. Last of the 8th. 3-0 Cincy. Shackelford 6'5", 210. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Plate appearances with runners in scoring position. Paul Goldschmidt has had more than any. 205 times. So, and we talked, we're talking about, Chris Bryant's RBI total has been a topic of conversation this year. He's batted in the 2-hole a lot. So it's going to diminish your opportunities. Chris has 152 plate appearances with runners in scoring position, so more than 50 less than Goldschmidt.
That makes a huge difference. Look, and Chris would be the first to tell you, his numbers are down. It hasn't been that good a year in that category. Maybe the only one, runners in scoring position, but terrific in every other department. A career high in batting average, career high in on base percentage, career high in OPS, career high in doubles, walks. One and 2 on LaStella.
And that's the other part of it too. He gets pitched carefully a lot of times in those situations, and he takes his walks. Got a 375 on base percentage when he's up there with runners in scoring position. So batting average is down, but
what he's doing is creating more RBI chances for the guy behind him, and for much of the year that's been Anthony Rizzo, who knocked in 109. It's all connected.
Yeah, one guy feeds the next.
And Bryant has scored 111 runs.
And Anthony's had the 4th most plate appearances with runners in scoring position. He has delivered, batting .283 in those situations. Rosters for the NLDS will need to be set Friday morning in advance of that game.
Foul tip, strike 3.
Cubs work out here Tuesday and Wednesday. They'll leave Wednesday after the workout. Work out Thursday in Washington. Still don't know the game time on Friday.
Ian Happ takes ball 1. Takes a strike this time. 1-1. And the switch hitting rookie. Wind doesn't appear to be doing a whole lot right now. And foul. 1-2. Strikes out, so Shackelford punches out the side, and we'll head to the 9th. Game 162. It's 3-0 Reds. Swing and a miss. He got him. Davis still perfect in save chances, and the Cubs beat the Nationals 7-4 the final. Well, that would be a nice sight here at Wrigley Field in a little over a week. As the Cubs will play the Nationals in a best-of-5. Dylan Maples, rookie right-hander. Really impressive the last time we saw him.
That was Thursday in St. Louis. Worked a scoreless inning. He walked a man and then struck out 3. He's pitched 5 times, 4 1/3 innings, and recorded 10 strikeouts. That's in keeping with what he did down in the minor leagues this year, as he went from A-ball to AA to AAA and just kept punching people out.
Irvin started in right, now playing left. He's 1 for 3 with a run, and he lofts to right. That's Zobrist, who's played both corner spots today.
We saw that high ERA for Dillon there. He had one outing against Pirates back on September 4th, in which he allowed 5 runs in a third of an inning. That's why the inflated ERA. He's only pitched 5 times. Stock has risen considerably this year.
Wallach struck out as a pinch hitter in the 6th. Jesse Winker is on deck. Some good broadcaster names here today. Winker, Shedler, and McGuire. Deck McGuire has a chance to notch his first major league win. Fouled back.
And slider has been the big reason why Maples has had the year that he has had. 31 innings at A ball, he struck out 44. 13 2/3 innings at Double A, he struck out 28. Struck out 28 more in 18 innings at Triple A.
Maples strikes out Wallach. Here is Winker. Katie on Twitter wants to know what's the Screaming Yellow Parakeets update. What's going on with that ball club? Season ended a few weeks ago. Right?
Yeah. We had some discontent down the stretch. Kind of lost control of the clubhouse. Have to back up the truck and regroup.
Ball, 1 strike. On a hop, and Estella can't handle it. Bob Rosenberg says base hit.
Probably a good idea not to square up in front of that one. Go a little Olay and hope you can pick it. Now, if this is a few days from now, you better be taking that one off the chest.
Foster's been a little stingy at times with those borderline pitches, but he's been consistent. 1-0.
Well, this would be ironic, wouldn't it, if Hamilton were to reach here? He's one behind D. Gordon, and depending on what Gordon has done today for the stolen base crown, and if he gets on base here, he's going to have a man in front of him blocking his way.
And 0 the count. And he walked him.
As Winker was making his way towards second base, he was looking back over his shoulder into the dugout. I wonder if he was looking for some kind of help. So we'll be going here, Skip.
And the weird part about it is, in order to keep Hamilton from getting his 60th steal, Caratini might have to throw out Winker.
Yeah, they're not holding Hamilton. That's where the throw will go. Winker's inching further and further away. He's going.
There he goes. Throw goes to third. Out. They got him. And Winker thinks he eluded the tag. And safer out will matter a lot to Billy Hamilton. Because if he's out at third, Hamilton does not get a steal. Did he tag him? Oh.
Did he? You know, if it came right there on the hip at the end, it looked like the right hand was on the corner of the base. Goes away there. It looks like there's a little daylight until right there. I don't know if they'll be able to overturn it. It's kind of funny.
So close. The original call was out. Final day of the season drama. If he's safe, Hamilton's going to have to buy Winker a very nice dinner at some point. I don't see a tag yet. I think he missed the arm. Did he get the jersey right there before the hand was in? That's the question. The deal. And Price and Jim Riggleman in the Reds dugout. Like Maples wants to throw a couple of warm-up tosses. Here's the call. Inning over. So Billy Hamilton sits at 59 steals. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Still 3-0 Reds. Time now for our bona fide player of the game. Cubs fans, today's bona fide player of the game is you. Season attendance of basically 3.2 million. Fourth highest total in Wrigley Field history. Wrap your hands around the original Italian beef of the Chicago Cubs at one of the 19 Bona locations.
Baby, don't you wanna go to that same old place, sweet home Chicago?
Marcelo Iglesias goes on to try to notch the save. Ground ball sharply hit to Jeanette. One away, ninth inning. Let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN. Ninth inning. Cubs trail 3-0 in the season finale.
2 hits today, singles by Hayward and Baez.
In the air to deep center. Hamilton will watch it go. A home run into the batter's eye. They're on the board. Number 8 for Albert.
Attaboy, Albert. Give this crowd something to get excited about. Well, make it 3 hits and 1 run now as Albert Almora picks on a heater. Inner half thigh high, and see you later. Let's take a look at the Southwest Airlines. How far did it fly? The distance of that home run, 419 feet. Go to WGNTV.com/contest for a chance to win round trip travel for 2 on Southwest Airlines.
Freeman grounds out to Jeanette, 2 away. Zobrist 0 for 3. The only starter for the Cubs to play the whole ball game. Ground ball, Jeanette again, and this will do it. So the next pitch that will be thrown involving the Cubs will be Friday in Washington. Cubs finish the regular season 92-70. The winners of the NL Central.
Yeah, they're getting a big ovation here from the fans here, recognizing their efforts. This great run here in the second half to put them in this position. Players will come out of the dugout to acknowledge the fans while the Reds queue up to shake hands.
Being in Baltimore, just out of the All-Star break, Cubs were 5.5 games out of first place. There was no panic. They had just acquired Jose Quintana, and they went on a big run.
The Brewers and the Cardinals hung tough, battled, made it tight here in the middle of the month. Cubs lead shrunk to just 2 games heading into play on September 12th. But then they kicked it into gear. Secured another division championship. There's John Lackey, who actually gets hung with the loss here today. That's a tough break for him. Came in to get an inning of work, gave up a run.
So the Cubs drop the season finale 3-1, but good vibes here in the friendly confines as they're getting ready for the postseason for the 3rd consecutive year.